All right, ready? Three,
All right, ready?
two,
Three,
one.
one,
No.
three,
Three,
two,
one.
three,
four,
One,
two,
two,
one,
three.
three,
No.
4, 8,
Four.
6, 7, 5,
Number 8,
309.
number 8.
8, 6, 7,
Number
5,
eight.
309. Okay, I'm recording.
Oh shit, we're recording.
Oh, there we go.
Welcome back to another episode of Extreme. My name is Zach.
His name is Adam.
And his name is also... Wait. Oh, Joey.
Yeah.
I got him. And this is a podcast where we dig deep on your favorite video games.
That's right, Zach. And today...
Thanks, Adam.
That's great, Joey.
Oh, but I'm very excited because we're out of January. That means we can talk about good games again.
Yay!
Yeah, that was
Throw that month in the toilet because it's done.
a long, sad month.
In more ways than one.
Yeah. Well, we discussed a lot of bad game design. Maybe it's some time to discuss something with some good game design.
Thank
Oh,
you.
look at that segue flying by.
Ooh. It was like I was actually on a Segway.
Oh no, I was talking about the person I saw out my window
Oh.
on an actual segue. But you did good too, Adam. I mean, Joey. I mean, who are you even anymore?
Thanks, Joey. That was great.
I'm so confused.
So let's talk today. We're talking about the original Super Mario Brothers
Ooh.
for the Nintendo Entertainment System. And please do not play the song.
careful.
We're gonna get sued.
Careful,
That was just
Joey.
Blink-182.
Yeah,
You're right.
yeah.
That was chords of Blink-182.
See, that's more like early Green Day to me.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
I go into a war pipe.
Yep.
Warning.
Go in.
Didn't it?
Yep.
Wake me up when the princess is captured again.
Well,
Anyway, we're talking about Mario Brothers today.
yeah.
Created in 1985 by the best man in the entire universe, Shigeru Miyamoto.
Wait, it was in 1985?
Wow.
1985.
What else?
Single-handedly saved us from the video game crash of 1983.
What else happened in 1985? Let me consult 1985 Bowling for Soup lyrics.
I could tell you,
It looks like we had Springsteen and Madonna. That was way before Nirvana. There was U2
Yeah.
and Blondie,
Okay.
and music still on MTV.
Oh my goodness.
I think
No way.
Is that all I can read, or can I go further?
also Back
I
to the
mean-
Future,
Yeah.
just to cut you off.
Just
How about we go back to the present and talk about the game?
Yeah.
How's that for a segue?
I thought we were gonna do an hour
So-
on Bowling for Soup.
Well, we can save that for our other podcast.
All right, cool. List songs.
So, let's talk about how this game is just so damn good.
It's the best.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put it out there. I'm biased off the cuff, obviously, but for good reason. This is a good game. This is a
Yeah.
great game.
should I just play like devil's advocate here? Advocate?
You-
Did I just mispronounce that? Yes, I did.
No, apparently you can't play it until you pronounce it right.
You could try it. You could try Adam, but
I'm gonna play devil's
say.
abdicate here.
I'm gonna play Devil's Applebee's.
You can play Devil's Avocado.
Devil's avocado. Yeah, I'm gonna be devil's avocado here. All right, so
The devil went down to Georgia to find some avocado.
I don't know, Zach. I don't think this is a masterclass game. You're gonna have to convince me.
Ooh, okay. Challenge accepted. All right, I'll start it off here with the first level in the first world here with level 1-1.
Yeah.
There's no in-game story off the bat because again, this was 1985. It's a miracle that they made this game. I mean, seriously, they had to map out the levels on fucking paper
yeah.
before putting them into the actual
Wow.
into the game.
Someone drew
It's
this.
incredible. They drew it out on grid paper. It's
Is
incredible.
that a fact?
But yeah, they drew it out on
Nice.
grid paper.
I don't know. I don't
Nice.
like grid paper.
What?
Ooh, you're
Minus
you're biting
minus
criticism.
1 point.
Oh, you're so horrible.
I know. He lost a life. You're down to 2 lives now.
So this first level is a fantastic example of just pure and utter conveyance gasms.
This whole game.
Conveyance.
This
This whole
whole
game is
franchise.
Conveyance, the game. But more specifically, this game in particular. So, let's just kind of... I'm going to just kind of go off down the list of things that immediately happen.
Okay.
All right.
That teach you, the player, how to play this game without words.
All right. 1,
Without
2,
giant text
3,
boxes or anything.
4.
So, the game... Oh, was I being timed?
Yeah.
Okay.
You
I'll
only
do
have
speed run.
388 seconds to complete this.
Okay. And that's like 388 Mario seconds, so that's
Yep.
like cracked up seconds where it's just like, ah! It's moving so fast.
Oh yeah, Mario seconds go by fast.
They do. It's kind of representative of real life. Or time just
Faster than
flies.
time. Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
More time flies.
It's
So-
not real time. It's like
We gotta talk about the game. We're
Okay.
6 minutes
Okay.
in. I haven't
Alright.
talked about the first second.
and
Okay.
go.
Go.
So the initial off the bat here, you walk forward and there's a first enemy, the Goomba. So the Goomba, if you have no idea what you're doing and you've never touched a controller before, this is your first game ever, it teaches you that the buttons are used for input. You push a button and Mario does a thing.
So it's not passive? Okay.
So I know,
Yeah.
okay.
You don't
so
have to watch anything.
Go with me
Alright,
on this.
then
This isn't
-2
This is
points.
not a movie. This is an active experience. Hence the movement.
Ugh.
So, this game teaches you right off the bat that there are first off enemies that move from right to left. You cannot touch them, but you can jump over them.
Ooh.
So, there you go. Conveyance number 1 with the first Goomba in the first area, teaching you. Are you sanding something? Like, what the hell are you doing?
What?
Are you sanding while I'm talking? It's like rubbing sandpaper.
Joey likes to build furniture while he does these podcasts.
Is that me?
He's part Mormon. Or no, he's part, what's the furniture? Oh my god.
Amish.
People who make furniture.
They like to make furniture.
Mennonites? No.
Carpenter.
Amish.
The Amish furniture?
Yeah,
I don't know.
nice furniture.
I don't know. Either way. Stop grinding furniture while I'm talking.
But it was giving it some good tension.
It was. Yeah.
That's fair. But yes, so initial Goomba teaches you jumping. Now that you know how to jump and you see these blocks, maybe you think, oh, maybe I can jump into these blocks. So you
Jumping.
hit a bunch of the blocks, and then what comes out of one of the blocks? A mushroom. Oh my goodness. So now you need to be aware the mushroom is coming down, moving right to left, and there is a pipe in the way. So when the mushroom falls down to the ground, it bounces off the pipe, and then you see it, and then you may not react fast enough to move out of the way. And if that's the case, you get hit by the mushroom, and then realize it was a good thing, because now you're big.
Yay! I've always wanted to
You
be
don't quite-
big.
You don't quite understand what being big means in this context, but
Until you get
didn't
hit.
kill you, so it can't be bad.
Yeah.
I always try to dodge the mushrooms. They're bad.
This is just, again, biting criticism right here.
They should have chosen
No,
something.
there's
that
no
people
logic
like.
behind this, Adam. Like, come on. Learn how to debate.
I'm gonna say -2 lives for Adam.
You're already at -2.
Let's save that for one more.
I've got a lot of criticism about this game. Let's keep going.
So, as I mentioned, you now have pipes that you have to jump over. And not just any pipes, you have cascading pipe lengths. So you have small, medium, and large.
Good word.
So,
Mm.
the largest pipe... medium. Good word, medium. I love it. It's very neutral. If I die, tell my wife I said
Hello.
hello.
It's a beige alert.
I have no strong feelings one way or the other. Oh my god. Anyway,
Yeah.
enough Futurama. So the cascading pipelings teach you that you can actually hold the jump button to go higher.
Yeah.
Instead of just pushing the button to do a short jump, you can hold it to jump higher. Because you've only been taught one button to jump, so you just try and maybe hold it a little longer to get a little more height, and bada bing, bada boom, you're over the pipe.
You got it.
So in the first, less than a minute of playing the game, it's taught you how to jump, it's taught you that enemies move from right to left, it teaches you that you have to move to the right of the screen, which I didn't talk about. It teaches you that blocks may contain items that make you bigger. We're not talking about that it's a power-up yet, because you don't know at this point. And that you can hold the jump button to get higher. Did you want to jump in here with your criticism, Adam, or should I just keep going?
Look, there's just too much criticism to do in this one podcast. Okay, I'm just gonna have to. I'll let you keep going, and then I'll do an hour and a half podcast on my own.
This is biting criticism coming from the man, the myth, the legend.
Look, I feel like there's
Adam Furman from space.
ladies and gentlemen, Adam Furman from space. Hey, but I got a new microphone. Maybe I don't sound like I'm coming from space anymore.
Ooh.
That's true.
Yeah.
Paul, what do you think? How does he sound? Paul's not the guy from Peanuts.
No. Yeah, he is.
Now,
He
can be,
Paul, if you would
if he
really
wants.
give us your real thoughts. Okay, that
Alright.
sounds about right. Yeah, I would figure that you would say something like that.
Thanks, Paul. I appreciate that. Thanks for
I
taking.
don't know
my
why you're
side.
thanking him. Not sure why you're thanking him, but okay.
I feel like there's just too many pipes, Zach, and there's too much going to the right. You know?
Oh, okay.
That's-
You want to go to the
It's like-
left instead?
Yeah, I think there should be some lefts in here. I think the Goombas, they're very misunderstood.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah,
Is this like a classist thing? Do you think they're like the poor? They represent the poor?
yeah,
And
and
Mario is like the
Don't-
proletariat 1%?
don't lead me on. Taking the words out of my mouth, Zach. No, I just... I think Mario...
I feel like I'm more putting words in your mouth.
just shoving them down.
I'm like force-feeding you words. It's like that episode of The Simpsons where Homer goes to hell and they just keep feeding him donuts.
I remember that vividly.
The classic.
More. Anyway, okay, I'm gonna keep going. So, as you keep going here, imagine at this point you may have gotten yourself into a tiff with one of the Goombas.
Mhm.
You had the power up before, and oh my gosh, you got hit, but you're not dead this time.
Ooh.
You go from being big to being small, which is what you started with. So you realize, wait a minute, that mushroom gave me an extra hit point.
Yeah.
So maybe I want to get those. Okay, so that incentivizes you, the player, to crash as many of those blocks as you can to find more of those power-ups.
I could have guessed that.
We're imagining
So-
that we're all idiots who have never played a video game
So
before.
it's just encouraging you to like destroy the environment. That's
Are the
not.
blocks the environment?
Yeah, that's not being a good citizen, Zach.
Do you think the
citizen,
blocks
Zach.
are the environment?
Yeah.
But they're part of the environment.
Not
They're
like
part
the,
of it.
Not like the trees.
Well, I mean,
Those are also part of the environment.
yeah, that too.
Not breaking the trees though.
I think that the pipes are naturally grown too.
They see it. They
Natural
have a.
grown organic pipes.
Get your organic pipes here.
Well, that could go two different ways.
Oh yeah, I guess they could if you go down one. Yeah.
Like Zoink Scoob, it's time to get our organic pipes on.
Nice.
He went there.
Of course he
He
did.
went there.
Anyway, okay. we're still on World 1, and we've been talking for 15 minutes. I knew this would take much longer.
That's my other criticism. We've talked too long
Mario
about
Bros.
it.
World
-1.
1. You have to go deep on this.
Yeah.
You know?
This game, well, this level deserves going the deepest.
Yeah, we're digging like diggers.
All right.
Paul, can I get a nice slow clap for that? Thank you.
Was the word excavator or?
No, that's escalator.
Ah,
No,
escalator.
It's dig diggers. Come on.
It's quite a profession.
Okay, let's keep talking about the stage, though. So, you have a set of block stairs going up and down. Not that tall, but there is a gap in the middle
All right.
where you see there's actually nothing there. It's just a random gap. And you may think, okay, that seems odd. Why is that here? And then 2 seconds later, you completely understand because it was preparing you for this jump,
Oh my god.
where instead of there being nothing, there is a pit of death.
Uh-huh.
Oh well.
So look at that, immediately testing the conveyance. Let me just say, the conveyance.
What?
It's beautiful. I am a big old fan. So, once it tests you on how to do your conveyance jumps, you now understand that, oh wait, there may be pits now that I'll have to do very specifically timed jumps to jump over.
Yeah. Platforming.
Woo.
101.
Yay! Now you get a platforming game. And then it introduces what I can only describe as Pavlovian way of telling you that the stage is ending, with the gigantic staircase indicating the end of the level.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you
So-
just get to walk up a bunch of stairs. All right. You know,
Yeah, so it indicates there, it's a nice little trigger in your mind that says, I'm close to the end, and I have finished the level, nearly finished the level.
yeah. Well, if there's one thing I learned about this level, it's what to get you for your birthday, Zach.
What is it?
What's that?
Conveyance.
Get me that in tangible form?
Yeah.
You don't have to get him anything. You just have to show him something.
Just
Explain the gift to me in a way that conveys it to me. Convey the concept of the gift and then test the gift on
Yeah.
me.
But don't tell him. Don't explain it. He has to figure it out on his own.
I think
I have to be able to explain it via your
Yeah.
way of presenting it.
I think I'm gonna get you a big bottle of conveyance and throw it at you and see if you dodge it.
Well, I mean, I feel like that's more pain vance. Because
Yeah.
you'll probably end up hitting me in the face first.
That's the sister of conveyance.
It's
You gotta
it's
learn.
the angry sister of conveyance. But yes, World Level 1-1, Masterclass in Conveyance.
Hooray.
Yeah.
And nobody can tell me otherwise. Now we're on to Level 1-2. So,
There's
Now
a
we're
second
underground.
one.
I know there is another world to this game.
And
There's
it's
another
in the
level?
There's
ground?
number one level! And it's
I thought we
underground.
beat the game. That was so hard.
Yeah, Zach.
I know. Most
Well-
games in there around this time didn't have more than this.
Yeah.
So
Don't
I
party
wouldn't be
just
surprised
yet.
if you just, yeah, you just put down your controller, and then Pigma comes in and says, "Your daddy squealed."
Yeah.
The crossover is too crazy.
I know. All right,
So,
so Pigma's there.
We're
Let's do it.
underground now. Everything is black and green, black and blue.
All right, underground colors.
What?
Great underground colors.
Very true.
Yeah. Yeah. It's more like teal.
It's teal? Okay. Teal and black.
Yeah, I'm going with teal on that one.
Yeah. Like,
Okay, a hard teal.
Yeah.
Paul, what color do you think it is? Stop putting words in his mouth.
That's how he feels.
Don't tell him how he feels. Paul is an adult man?
No.
I don't know. Again,
Manatee?
still haven't met him.
I don't know if he's real.
Still,
I've never met him.
Again, he may just be a figment of our collective imagination.
But what isn't, you know?
Yeah.
That's true. This is all just a figment. We're all just riding this crazy wave called life.
This summer, see Zach Witter as you've never seen him before.
Get down, everybody!
When French-Canadian terrorist minds conspire to blow up Toronto's largest clown bondage festival, it's up to one retired horny harlequin to stop them. Come on, Zach, you gotta get out of retirement.
No, I can't. Not after what they did to Teresa.
It was a balloon accident gone wrong. It wasn't your fault.
But the dream was.
It's too late for that now. They got little Joey.
Little Joey, no!
Ho ho ho. Tell us everything you know, Joey Pearson. Never. Oh, ho ho. Oh. Ho ho ho. Oh.
Get your weird white gloves off of him.
Now it's time for this jester to get justice.
Yeah, you like that?
Zach Witter is the dude in the clown cup porno.
And in the wave, we get to play Mario Bros. And talk about how precision block jumping is introduced fairly early here.
Yeah.
With zero failure consequence to kind of prep you
Precision
for
block jumping.
later down the line. Or should I call it precision platforming?
I don't know. I like precision
That-
block jumping. That sounds cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Precision block jumping.
good strategy.
It's PBJ.
Ooh.
PBJ?
PBJ. Yeah.
PB&J.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
You,
Peanut butter and jumping.
you heard it first here, everybody. Copywriting that.
Oh, man. But yes, so this might not come into handy right now because there's zero consequence. But again, it's kind of giving you a safe environment to practice your platforming skills here.
Mm-hmm.
It also introduces the coin blocks.
We had
So
coin
blocks
blocks
that-
last level. Oh,
Blocks
the-
that have more than one coin
Yes,
in them.
yes.
So this one teaches you that you can keep hitting some blocks to get a lot of money out of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hooray for money.
Like real life. Yeah.
Yeah, because I actually don't have a job. I don't know why we just don't do this every day. Because I just stand in my apartment and bash the window until I get money.
Does that work?
If you commit insurance fraud, it does.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Kids don't commit insurance fraud.
Quick-witted, Witter.
Oh, I try. That's why they call me that.
Yeah, they call him the
Witter.
Witter.
Witter banter. Yeah.
That's not. Yeah, it's not actually a family name. It's kind of like one of those passed down things.
Right. When you when you guys came in over the border, they're like, "What's your name?" And you guys were like, "What's your name?" Oh, this guy's witty.
I got a last name for you guys.
Yeah.
God.
That's actually how they decided last names. They had one person just deciding last names based on your personality.
Or
That's
job.
why Adam Furman's last name is from space, because he is just from space.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, sometimes they're not that creative. Sometimes they're just like, all right, well,
It's
on the
it's-
face you are from space.
It's more like they have a
So-
wheel, you know, and then they like spin it around and it lands on from space, and that becomes your last name.
Oh, that's how they did it for you.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Well, I mean,
Beautiful.
Just beautiful.
Speaking of spinning wheels, let's keep moving. Because
Yeah.
we're spinning our wheels real hard right now. Okay, so this introduces the fact now that some of the Koopa enemies, which you saw before, can be used to break blocks.
Right.
So you may not see it, but you definitely hear a breaking sound, which indicates that you can use these enemies and their shells after you've kicked them
that's
to progress forward.
that's horrific, man. You're like using their own corpse to like defeat them. I mean,
They're
that's,
not dead.
Yeah, they're just
It's
in
like
their
if a
shell.
turtle went back into its shell.
So that's animal cruelty. Another -1.
But it's not dead.
It's really hard to be to argue.
It's also
against
trying to
Mario.
kill you. What would happen if 500 turtles just came at you?
I don't
Yeah.
know.
How would you feel? It'd be like, oh wait, I can't protect myself because animal cruelty.
But I feel like they would be coming at me like really slow
What if they
Like-
were coming
like these
at you at
turtles.
like a modest pace?
at a modest pace. Modest turtle. I still don't think that would be very fast, Zach. That's kind of like how you come after me, and I still have time to get out of the way.
Well, I'm more meander than anything.
You, you have a very fast witter, but you walk very slowly.
I'm like that scene in Family Guy where he's just following people with a tuba. I'm just the guy being followed by a tuba. That's how I walk down the street. And sometimes I do fall down.
All right.
So, this also introduces the concept of sliding. So, you may understand that you run into a brick wall, literally, that you cannot actually progress forward with, but you do realize that you can duck. So you try walking fast and ducking, and then you realize you slide on the ground, so you can actually slide underneath the brick wall.
Yeah, that's
Boom.
Yeah,
It's a great mechanic.
that is
And it'll definitely
intermediate
use-
level skill there.
That is teaching you we're moving from the basics to intermediate skills. In just World 2. If
so
you
wait.
also... What? Yeah?
We're not gonna like warp to World 4 and then World 8 or whatever.
Whoa, you're jumping way too far in. That's advanced level tactics.
We
We're
could
still
finish
on
the whole game in one episode.
in one episode. We'll speed run it at the end.
Okay.
But for right now, if you also want the coins, because I mean it's collectible, obviously you want to follow it. It brings you to halfway into the screen itself, closer to the top, and you realize actually you can break the top of the stage if you're big. So if you follow those line of coins, you can actually jump into the top of the screen, which is pretty advanced level tactics.
Oh yeah.
All just through simple things, like leading you there with coins, teaching you that you can actually jump and break things while you're big, which I didn't talk about before, but there's so many things to talk about. It's hard to
Yeah.
talk about every little thing.
There's like so many things you can do when you're big.
Exactly. I mean, even the enemies' design and how they react can teach the player that about their environment, like the piranha plants and the pipes.
I was just
They're going
about
up
to
and
say.
down in the pipes. So
Not all pipes-
they can go up and down the pipes.
Not all
Maybe
pipes are
you
friendly.
can too.
Yeah.
Oh, you cannot tell me that if you were sitting on the toilet and what can only be described as a giant cobra came out of it, you would not freak the shit out.
That's for sure. I mean, in Florida, they sometimes have like alligators.
I mean, in Florida's basically like a different dimension.
That's kind of like what this game is, though. If you think about
Like,
it.
I can't believe Florida exists in the same reality that we do.
I mean, like
Does it?
It
though?
seems like all the craziest shit happens in Florida.
giant snapping turtles, piranha plants coming out of the plumbing, Goombas. This
old
might just
Jewish
be.
people.
I still can't
What is it,
believe
Miami?
that last one. But yes, so
Sandcastles.
much is going on.
Yeah.
Sandcastles. And also introduces moving platforms, not Florida, the game.
I don't know. I was just down there. They had some of that.
I didn't know that we like segued back.
I gotta segue us back. We're almost at the half-hour mark, and we're only 2 levels in.
Okay.
So again, there's so much more I could talk about, but we're only halfway into the first level. Yeah, we're only gonna get to talk about World 1 today.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay, let's talk about level 3 in World 1.
Yeah.
It introduces platforms that can be jumped through from, that can't be jumped through from underneath.
Go
I don't know if
on.
the phone cut out. Did you hear what I was talking about?
Yes.
That we're in World 3?
Yeah.
We're on level 3.
Yeah, level 3 of World 1. That, okay, so I think my
Oh.
phone cut out a little bit.
We're,
No.
I thought we were talking about the third
No?
Matrix movie.
So,
Oh. What podcast is
I'm
this?
just gonna keep moving forward.
Yeah.
So there are platforms that
you
that
can't jump through.
Jump through from below, but you can only jump through from above. So you got to keep that in mind when you're moving forward. But this whole stage is basically a big platforming test with no safety net, being the fact that it's all giant floating trees
Ooh.
that you have to jump on top of.
Yeah. They're just really tall trees, I think.
Mm-hmm.
This very tall trees.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you can't see the bottom of these trees. You don't want to, because if you try and investigate, you die.
I feel like this level is like the first of like platforming challenges. You know?
Oh yeah, this is the proper platforming challenge because it has that removes the safety net that world's levels 1 and 2 had.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's warming you up to it.
It's classic. Like so
Oh.
many games take the third level and make it the platforming level.
Absolutely, you're right.
I wonder why that is.
And then Adam, actually want to follow up on that segue you did there because it's beautifully timed to talk about the Fire Flower power-up.
Ooh.
So this introduces the second power-up that you see in the game, the Fire Flower. When you hit the B button, you realize that you shoot a fireball or something to that effect that can be used
Fireball.
to take down enemies that are far away from you. And at the same time, you actually, while you're doing this, I haven't talked about running yet. And I did that for a reason. Because, assuming that you haven't figured out how to run yet, but you did get this Fire Flower power
I still haven't.
you hit the B button, which is the shoot button, but is also the run button if you hold it. So you may be moving forward when you fire off one of the projectiles, and then you realize, wait a minute, I'm moving faster than I did before. Wait a minute. If I hold down the button, do I move faster? And then there you go. You just taught yourself how to run.
Wow, it only took 3 levels.
Ooh.
I know. But I think that was the most logical part. If you again,
Gotta learn
if you're
to
not,
jump
if
before you run.
But there's
you're
no
not figuring any of this out.
there's no like long jump parts in the other levels.
Not that I remember. I think they're all relatively short hops.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I think by World 3, this is when you would understand it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I think again, since we're running low on time, should we just move on to the next stage here?
World
four?
level 4. Level
Level
4.
4.
Bowser.
So the music changes. The setting changes. It's much more intense. The music is fast-paced, indicating danger.
Dun, 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 dun.
Nope, it's not. It's not a '90s
No.
jam session. It's not one of those like jam beats from the '90s.
It could be.
Yeah.
Could be. This is from the '80s though.
Let's consult Bowling for Soup.
If you were born in the '80s.
The 80s.
But yes. So this is completely different. It introduces a whole new tile set than you're used to. I guess the Underground did that too, but this looks more menacing. It introduces lava, which kills you instantly,
Ooh.
and rotating fire sticks.
The fire sticks.
It's like a rave.
The good old fire sticks.
Which, if you look carefully, are just 4 of your fire projectiles tied together.
Yeah, there's a lot
True.
of fire in this underground.
So I mean, look, they had to reuse assets, all right? Like
That
they
totally
didn't have a
makes
lot
sense.
of space. Yeah, they didn't have a lot of space.
All right, minus 5 points.
Anyway, so Yeah, sure. We're gonna dock the fact that it had no
we're taking that
space
out.
on there, that it had megabytes worth of data storage. Anyway, so after you're introduced to the Fire Stick, it introduces you to what I can only call the Fire Stick hallway, which just has a bunch of fire sticks and it's a hallway.
Yeah,
I love self-explanatory things.
you're just dodging fire sticks.
You're dip, duck, dodging, and dodging.
Wait, are we allowed to say fire stick, or is that an Amazon thing?
Is that a what?
Amazon thing. Isn't
I don't know if
We-
we're...
We
I don't know
lost.
if we're not allowed to...
We lost Joey.
Oh.
He fell into the lava pit.
Oh no!
Joe.
Play an appropriate sound effect.
Oh, he lost a life. Oh man, Joey, that was such an amateur move.
Well, hopefully he reconnects in a second.
Wait, did you actually
But
lose
in the
me?
meanwhile, let's talk about Bowser and it's Bowser Fire.
All right.
While I try and bring Joey back into the fold here, Adam, you talk a little bit about Bowser.
Well,
I try and bring Joey back onto the call.
if you were trying to spell Bowser, I think it's Bow plus Zer. We're gonna keep it at that. Isn't that right, Zach? Isn't that right? Well,
Just
My-
again, beautiful understanding
Beautiful
of the medium.
insight. Beautiful insight.
I'm-
So when
Did
I
you
don't even know why
cut
you're
out?
trying to play devil's advocate.
devil's avocado, but when you
Joey,
get to
respond.
when you
I
get
didn't
to the
even know I
Bowser
was
at the
gone.
end,
Yeah, you cut out there for a second, so we assume that you fell into lava and then respawned.
yeah, you
I thought
respawn.
it was just part of like the act. I was like going along with it and answering you guys, and then you just like just stopped talking to me. And I'm like,
I'm so
wait,
sorry,
did I
Joey.
actually cut off?
Yeah, that's okay. Anyway, so Adam was giving us his beautiful insights into the Bowser fight, which I believe was the fact that his
I'll give
name
you-
is Bowser.
Yes, it's Bow plus Zer. But so when the Bowser fight, when you enter his like little, because he has like a little chamber, you know, it looks cool because there's like lava under it, and then there's like a platform when you run on. But his is like,
Mm-hmm.
I guess he's like kind of like what? He's like the easiest boss fight of the game so far. Like a mini boss fight. He's covered in spikes. You instantly know that, you know, he's bad without any script of like, you know, coming up. But you
Sure.
you can't jump on him like every other enemy. So you have to kind of like
Nope.
jump past him and then get the platform to fall. But the thing is, I think you figure that out because he's got a bunch of spikes, right? So in
You figure that out.
There's your
Yeah,
conveyance.
I mean, look at you explaining things like an
Yeah.
adult.
explaining things like an adult.
But yes, you're not wrong. The combination of the fact that you can't jump on him, plus the floating platform and the giant glowing axe behind him,
Yeah.
indicates that, one, you can't jump on him, two, that axe is important, and three, I should use that platform to get to the axe. So yes,
Yeah.
you're definitely on the right track. But
The thing
you
is, like,
can also go a different way.
ooh,
If you still have your fire flower power up, you can just mash him with fire.
fighting fire with fire.
Fire, flower,
There you go,
power.
most literally.
Classic. Classic.
And then once you take down the power of Bowser, you realize this game's not over. It's just beginning.
Dun, dun, dun.
You mean it's not
Because you see that
it's not
there is
time to party yet?
there's a tiny man flipping you off wearing a colorful hat, and he says that your princess is in another castle. So I
Alright.
guess that means we're continuing the game, boys.
Yeah.
All right.
But we've talked about the first world for 38 minutes, so I think we're gonna wrap it there.
It's a good amount of time.
How many worlds are in this?
Yeah. There's 8.
Oh, all right. It's gonna be an 8-parter.
Well, to be fair, again, we really just needed to get a lot of the early game conveyance out of the way, and we'll probably be flying through this game.
Alright.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's all the first level, first episode's always the longest. First world's always the longest.
Exactly.
First
You
level.
always gotta lay the groundwork, and then you build up from there. Building the foundation is the hardest part.
Man, 1985 was just a That was a rough time. These video games are
Oh,
tough
yeah.
back then, yeah.
Unforgiving, I would agree.
Yeah.
Mhm.
This is like a difficult game, though. It's so
No,
hard
no,
for me
yeah.
to play.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
it is not forgiving, like, whatsoever.
World
Between
8, like, come on.
1990, between then 1985 and like 1995, I would say that games were brutally hard.
Yeah, but in the best way.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it kind of like came from like the arcade culture because like
Yeah.
most arcade games are like brutally difficult too, especially like the ones from the 80s. I mean, like take pinball. Pinball is like not really forgiven whatsoever.
Well, you can I don't think you can win at pinball.
You can't. It's just how long can you hold out? But yeah, they
Yeah, and I mean, I hear where you're coming from with the arcade culture. I mean, they wanted to squeeze all the money out of stupid kids, so that makes sense.
right.
And they just kind of translated that difficulty over to the consoles, but at the same time, it's like parents can't buy new games all the time for their kids, so
Well-
make this one game last a while.
I mean,
Exactly.
it's also like it's the fact that even though you can beat the game, there's so many different ways to beat it, like all the like hidden levels and stuff like that, but also the fact that you can always finish a level faster than you did before, and you're always trying to like get higher and higher points. So you can never actually like there's still more you can do even though you beat the game, you know? It's
Right.
never ending. The game always
agree.
beats you. It's like going to a
Play
casino.
against yourself.
The house always wins.
Oh,
Miyamoto always wins.
Ugh. Should I take us back to 2020 with the time harp?
I thought we never left. Did we go back in time?
Yeah, there we go.
Adam, I think we're still stuck here.
Oh,
whoops.
Do you want to try that again?
sure. Let me try the time harp again. Let's see.
I'm kind of freaking out now. I'm having a bit of an existential crisis because I'm actually not supposed to be born yet.
Oh, here we go. Oh! I can't finish the last
no,
note.
God.
I can't do it.
No,
I can't do it.
That's the end.
What is
That's the end.
What is the last note?
Thank you guys for listening. We're stuck in 1985 now, apparently, but we can still receive your emails at itstheextreme@gmail.com. That's ITSTEXSTREAM@gmail.com. And if you have any ways to get us out of 1985, please help. I'm having an existential crisis. I should not be born yet.
I almost found it. Oh, I can't play the last one. All right. Don't do it, Joey. Don't do it. All right.